Hey guys, I am back with another video, and today I am going to be reviewing Revlon's Illuminance Skin Caring Foundation. If you are thinking about purchasing this product, watch to find out what you need to know before you buy. I purchased this at Ulta and it cost $17.99. It comes in 28 different shades. It claims to boost skin's radiance, blur imperfections, leaving skin looking naturally radiant. It is a medium coverage foundation. It increases skin elasticity and reduces appearance of skin roughness in 4 weeks. Now on to the reviews. Pros: it gives you a glowing from within look. It is buildable and it is great for everyday use. Cons: it's streaky, it smells like wall paint, doesn't last that long, and clogged pores. Here is the product. It comes with 1 floral ounce, which is standard for most foundations. I got the color Buff Beige, which is a light medium shade with neutral pink undertones. I'm going to start off with primer, and because one of the cons said that this foundation wasn't a poreless foundation, I am going to use e.l.f.'s Liquid Poreless Putty Primer as my primer for today. Today is not the best skin day for me. I do have a lot of red patches in places, and then I do have some acne. It does come in a pump type bottle. Let's get some going. Ooh. People said it smelled bad. As I am blending this out, it definitely feels more like skincare because it is pretty liquidy. Yeah, kind of smells like wall paint. Not super strong, but it does, yeah, it does kind of smell like wall paint. After I keep kind of rubbing it in more and more, it does start to dry down. We're going to do the right side of my face with a brush, left side with the sponge.
She left me lonely. Now I see her in my dreams.
I'm going to add just like a half a pump more to try to get the coverage that I want. It's pretty light right now and it is not fully covering. Like, you can still see a lot of the redness on my face. So let's add some more.
Yeah, she's so holy. Got me back in on my knees. Oh, she left me lonely. I swear it's hard to believe. She was the only. Now I feel.
For concealer, I am going to use Revlon's Color Skin Awaken concealer. This is not as full coverage as some other concealers that I have. I don't want my under eyes to look too full coverage.
So incomplete. Yeah, she left me.
That concealer actually blended really pretty with the foundation. I'm just going to use a little bit of powder underneath my eyes to set. Let me go do the rest of my makeup off camera and then I will be right back. I have all of the rest of my makeup on and here are my first impressions. It is a very liquidy foundation, but even though it is liquidy, it still can build up to a medium coverage foundation. Using the sponge versus using the brush, both sides were able to get to a medium coverage using 1.5 pumps of foundation. The sponge side looks much more skin-like and the brush side is just a bit more cakey, especially here around my pores. This side is just more evenly blended out. As far as like controlling my shine, since you guys know I have really oily skin, I was going to put some powder on top of the foundation just to hopefully make it last longer because of how people said it was so dewy. But you know, I do see some like glowiness on my cheeks. Now, I don't know if that's the foundation or if it's like my oily skin already coming through, but I think it looks pretty right now. I think it does have that like glow within look. So I'm not going to put any powder right now. I may at the 4-hour mark depending on how oily I get, but let's see how long it is going to last. So as always, we'll do a 4-hour check-in and then we'll do an at least 8-hour check-in and see how the foundation does. Right now, we are going to go outside. Let's see what the foundation is looking like in natural light. In natural light, both sides are pretty even. I don't see the cakiness as much on the brush side, but I do notice that the brush side does have more coverage.
Yeah, she left me lonely. I swear it's hard to believe.
I've decided by looking at my skin, I'm not going to put some powder on. It's actually not doing too bad. I'm gonna let it go for another 4 hours and then we'll see how it ends up at the 8-hour mark.
She was the only. Now I feel so incomplete. Yeah.
Final thoughts, let's do this rating. So let's start off with the price. Price is $17.99, which is on the higher end for drugstore products. I think that they bumped it up in price because of the skincare factor. It's still under $20 and I am giving price 4 stars. Product details. It did smell like wet paint, as others did say, but smells don't really bother me. I think I have reviewed maybe one product where the smell really does bother me, but other than that, smells don't really bother me and I don't smell it anymore. It's just when you're initially putting it on your skin and really smelling it like this. The consistency is very liquidy and I think that again has to do with the skincare in it, but it is able to build to a medium coverage, which is nice. I like that this foundation has a pump. The pump works great. The color that I chose was a tad bit light for me. I didn't put any bronzer or any blush, so I know if I put those products on, it would definitely warm up my face. And I am a tad bit darker because it's summer. I've been out in the sun a little bit more. I would still choose this color and I think this is still a good match for me. The shade range actually has a pretty good amount of shades, 28 shades, and the range looks pretty good. I think everything that was in the product details is really good. I'm going to give this 5 stars. Next category, oily skin. I am so surprised at how well this did with my oily skin. I just read so many comments about it being very dewy, it being very glowy, illuminating, and usually you don't want to pick a foundation like that when you have really oily skin like me because it's just going to enhance the oiliness and look even worse. Yes, I got oily. Yes, some of the foundation did come off in spots, but overall, it actually did pretty well with my oily skin. Didn't totally mattify it or anything, and it didn't really reduce the oiliness, but it didn't get me more oily than I normally do. So for this category, I am giving it 4 stars. And then the last category, did it deliver? So there are some claims about this foundation that I can't really speak on because it says that the changes would happen in 4 weeks. So I'm not going to really talk about that because I've only used it for 1 day. It is 100% medium coverage. I know other people think it is too light of coverage, but for me, this is a buildable medium coverage. It is a light coverage when you initially apply it, but if you add some more foundation, it can definitely build to that. It does give you this glowy look and it is very natural. It's very skin-like. What they claimed that I can test out today, they really did deliver. I'm going to give this category 5 stars. I'm pretty shocked with just how well this did with my skin. For the final rating for this foundation, it is 4.5 stars. This is a great foundation. If you have oily skin, don't be afraid to try it like I was initially. It took me a while to review this because I just kept thinking it wasn't going to work with my skin, so I would leave it till later to review it, but it actually is a really great foundation. It gives that medium coverage, so it does cover enough, but doesn't have this full coverage where it makes you look cakey. It's very natural, makes you glow from within, and just overall really good. Thank you guys so much for watching my review on Revlon's Illuminance Skin Caring Foundation. If you want to follow me on all of my other social media, I am at Jenn Reviews on Facebook and on Instagram. If you are looking for a certain product that I've reviewed, I do separate my playlist by brand, so all you have to do is click on that brand and you can see all of the products I've reviewed from them. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Do you think about what you're running from?